All right, cool. What is going on out there, world? And we are back on Mind Over Madness.
Yes,
Great
sir.
to be back on Tuesday. Tonight we got a lot though to talk about, especially with some future stuff though that we're going to be doing. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, Bobby's going to join us too and talk for a little while if you don't
Fuck
mind.
yeah. That's
He's
what I'm
already
talking
here.
about. Bobby!
He's here. Do you want here? I'll bring him in right now.
Yeah.
He told me 7:30, but I was going to surprise you.
That's a great surprise, dude.
Hold on. Let me go like this.
Bobby.
How you doing, boys?
Good, man.
What's up, Bobby?
Hey, man. How you doing, Eric?
Good, buddy.
Yeah. Shit, what?
But Bob, let me tell you something. I break your balls. Go to your lens and go, ha, and go like that with a tissue. You'll look more clear. I do it all the time too. We don't understand. We breathe dust every fucking 2 seconds. Always, it's like, oh, I didn't realize, Bobby, you could have just went bing bang boom. I didn't realize he took off on the way to the back. Yeah, he told me he was at 7:30, so I was gonna be like, oh, Keith, by the way, boom, and just surprise you with them. Oh, wait, let me do this too. Oops, sorry. How do I get 1 second? That's what I did wrong. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Middle. Nah, just leave it.
All right, fuck it. Last one. Last one. And then no. All right, but what do you want to do, Keith? There.
Yeah,
for everyone at home. I mean, it's nice to get him in the middle because me and Keith, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. I think the camera just puts the best looking one in the middle. You know what I
mean? yeah. There you go. There you go.
Or the oldest one.
Look at
how you been, Bobby?
No, you know what? It's so used to me and you being next to each other too with the show and stuff like that, though. But Bobby, thanks though for willing to what you were doing. I'm glad though you didn't take the risk, though, brother. But I love you and thank you again for everything.
You're welcome, man. Yeah, it was a lot of bullshit. Like you would have to go and fill out a bunch of paperwork for.
I didn't even think I wasn't not expecting you to do that at all, buddy. Like
I wanted to surprise you, right? You know what I mean? Hey, I'm here. But I didn't know all the. It's so different now. You can't go anywhere. Well, everywhere I go.
What happened last? Listen, everything's been like the dark. What happened last Tuesday?
What do you mean?
Were we on last Tuesday?
No, bud, we weren't. We haven't been on in about 4 weeks. I don't think 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay, but my question though is, wait, what's today's date? Today's the
11th, Veterans Day.
Yeah, Veterans Day, and then when was All Saints Day? Wait,
the 31st?
No, November 3rd. So November. So wow, that many days went by. November 3rd.
We haven't been on since Ian Bick, dude, and that was the 23rd.
I know, but no, I was thinking if last Tuesday, if my pop was gone already, and he was, it was actually November 2nd when he passed. He actually passed, not this past weekend, the weekend before, Saturday night, but considered Sunday morning at 12:30 a.m. So, wow, man. Because sometimes we had like, you have family and everyone coming over, and I want to thank you to everyone that came over. I love you all. Thank you to the Buffalinos. Thank you to my family. I love you, Kev, my brother, everyone like that. But it was just a whirlwind of fucking, emotions. And then, but then when the house got empty, like on Sunday, it happened Sunday night. It hit me like I thought I saw him. It was just real weird and dark. And so I made an emergency psychiatrist appointment on Monday yesterday, and saw the psychiatrist, talked to the psychiatrist, and
grief comes in stages, bud. You know what I mean? First you get angry, then right? It's all in stages.
Well, it's so fresh. It just fucking happened. Like it just happened. So it's it's so fresh. And people are like, "We'll take time off or whatever." But I was telling Keith, I tried that. I had to do it yesterday on the other channel, and I'm fucking laying down, and I'm like, I can't get my mind off it. I'm not taking mind alternating substances, so I can't go that route. So I want to talk to someone, or I want to do something or work on something, and that's what helps,
Yeah.
And I don't mean to keep bringing it up. This is just the first time since we're back.
Dude. No,
I missed you guys, man. Let's be honest.
Because Keith, let's be honest, like we're very, so is Bobby, family oriented, and since we started this show, my father's been sick, and when you met me, you knew about that, and this is the first episode though where we're back, where he's passed, and so I said on the other channel too. I just wanted to say it on this channel. I just wanted to say R.I.P. to my father. There he is in Ireland. I'm telling you, guys, you would have loved him way more than me. All my friends used to knock on the door and fucking say, "Is he there?" instead of me. They'd rather hang with him. But thank you to my main crew for showing up. Thank you again, Joe, for everything that you did. Thank you, Linda Scarpa. I mean, you're the sweetest person in the world. Like, she just goes, "I bet I can make you smile." I'm like, "You can't." And then she goes, like a 1980 vintage Bark at the Moon, like it's worth, like they're hard to get. Ozzy doll that she got me. That's I was just like, wow, thank you so much. So thank you to all of them. And so my pop is with my dog Ozzy now. And that chapter's over with my life. And that was at the reunion. If you could see my eye underneath is blackened from the night before. That was my crazy days. But there we are at the reunion where the relatives came in from Ireland. But and then there's me and my pop when we were younger. So just RIP, Dad. I'm gonna do what you told me to do, and nothing's gonna stop me. And like you told me, fuck the noise. My dad said the best thing. If there's noise, that means you're making a sound.
Yep.
So
man.
That's all I want to say about my father. So that's all.
Yeah. I just wish I could have been there, man. I had my own family emergency, and then I got absolutely sick as hell, pneumonia. And the worst thing for me to do was come up there and get everybody sick. So
Keith, you don't even need to explain. I tell everyone that all the time. Like, they don't have to explain.
Three of us have had a fucking hard month, man. I'll tell you. Even me.
What's
man, I went down to Richmond. My daughter had like 5 days off. She wanted to go hang out with her cousin, so I went down there. I just went and dropped her off, man. And I was just getting sick, so I didn't want to hang out there, get my mom and dad sick. But yeah, dude, just every time I go down there, it's about a month. I'll go down for a weekend every month, and it hits the clock. I just don't I don't want to see it.
Look at the mascot. Celtics, Steelers, Notre Dame, and they're real big. These were like when you went into the wake.
That's pretty cool.
Wow. You look just like your dad, man. I'm telling you, man. Almost twins.
Yesterday's episode. I should have. I wasn't thinking though. But yesterday's episode, I rocked the hat. I rocked his hat though. But yeah. But these are the when you walk in. And
that's cool. Man.
Yeah, because he loved the Celtics, the Steelers, and Notre Dame, but like what a turnout, and just anyone who's watching from around here, Joe, if you're watching what you did, and Joe's basically Donna's son did the work on my father. Like Don did the actual embalming and everything, and made it like I didn't know if we could close casket or not because he didn't look good at the end. I was being honest, and they made him look unbelievable, man. It was unbelievable. Awesome. Yep. And I want to thank Matt. Matt drove down from Jersey. You didn't have to do that, buddy. And Jordan, you guys did not have to do that at all. And please don't apologize. This isn't like Christmas, like when you know a certain date's happening. People have lives, they have families, and they live in different states. And when something like that happens, it's not like Keith was like, okay, I know that this is happening on November 4th, so you could prepare. So nobody needs to apologize. You know what I mean? I talked to a good friend of mine from Boston today, and I was like, I'd been about like, listen, just you're talking to me, that's all. Like, it's not, so nobody needs to apologize at all. So thank you. And you guys are my biggest support system. And that's why I'm kicking ass in life right now, because I have a crew like you. And if I didn't, then I wouldn't be sitting in this chair right now. I'd be out ripping and running like a fucking madman, losing my mind, which I thought about doing on Sunday. But I made the right phone call. I thought about it. I said there's nothing that's going to take this away. And this wasn't just sad pain. This was like your life's over. Yeah. See, my father around here in this neighborhood, if people don't know, he was a father to many. He wasn't just a father to his like blood sons, and the 2 days before he was officially out, he lost his mind and like didn't know anybody, but they said he could still hear sounds. And like the old school EastEnders came and talked to him to pay their respects and stuff. Yeah. But we had a basketball court in the back here and a pool, so everyone from East End would come here. And we always had the big like he had 2 Astro big minivans, so we could pick up all the kids to take in the basketball practice and stuff like that, and just do good, just do stuff like that. And man, it was a great childhood, and it was great to see all those people come from like the old school who I haven't seen in a while. And but he's not suffering anymore, and that's I got you even though he was laying in a bed hating life, like we as humans that get selfish be like, oh, but we still don't want him. But he don't want to be like that.
No.
He told me, he goes, he goes, I'm fucking disgusted. This is what breaks my heart. He goes, I'm fucking disgusted. I go, why? He goes, why couldn't I have a heart attack? Why couldn't I have this or that? I'm fucking you and mom. I'm a bird. I go, first off, you're not a fucking bird. And I go, Dad, it's me and mom. I go, I was the bird in your whole life. Well, who the fuck are you kidding? I mean, I fucking goddamn, I don't even like, I could only imagine what I cost him in fucking, reputation, but I did a lot of bad things when I was younger. Like, let's just put it like the people, because not a big ton of people around knew like Loomis was a shady guy, and but my brother though was always the great guy. Like the star basketball.
I can tell you this though, your dad. It doesn't matter what you did, dude. It doesn't matter, man. My kid could, either one of my kids, I have their back 100% whether they fuck up or not, and it doesn't change anything at all. If one gets straight A's and becomes a doctor, or one, starts doing some crazy shit, then it's the same, dude. It doesn't change a father's feeling for their child. It just doesn't.
And I just want to say this.
It don't change at all, man. I'll vouch for that.
Well, here's what he said to me, and I couldn't believe it, and I didn't even ask for it. And this was before hospice. Well, he was only in hospice for 2 weeks, and then bing, bang, boom, gone. Like the decline was just boom, crazy. But anyway, this is like when he was able like to still get up and stuff like that, but he was sleeping downstairs. He couldn't go upstairs, and he's just like, I'm walking upstairs. I just got home from Joe's, Buffalo's. It was a Sunday night, and he goes, "Hey, buddy," and usually when it like call, I'd always have to go to him. I'd be like, "What?" He's like, "Come here," and I was like, "What's up?" He goes, "Listen, I know that you always beat yourself up, because Kevin was great at basketball when you were younger. Like you always felt like you had to like prove like that or this or that. And Kevin has a great job and a great family. And I'm like, yeah, Dad, that's great. I'm so happy though for Kevin. But he goes, yes, but he goes, my point being is I want you to know that not everyone has the balls to do what you do and to go after what you want to go after. And he goes, I believe in you and I want you to keep doing that. And I want you to not just mope around. I want you to finish this Buffalino project. You know, our dream was to sit down next to each other to watch it because me and him went to go see a screening of The Irishman because that movie came out on Netflix. It didn't come out in the movie theaters, but they did a special screening. And me and my dad drove up to the Dietrich Theater and we sat next to each other and watched The Irishman. Who would think 7 years later that, like, you know, I'm in charge of telling the story. So that was my dream to, you know, have him at the Kirby Center with me there and see it. And it didn't happen. But he got to see all that. But he told me though, he goes, I believe in you. And he said the words like, I'm proud of you. Like, and I didn't ask him to like he said it. He goes, I got two great kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that,
yeah, dude, that's all you really want to hear, man. And yeah, you know,
I'll tell you how valuable that is. I never heard it from mine, you know, so you know what I mean, bro?
Well, I got to give my brother props too, man. My brother Kevin, though, during the eulogy of the mass, everyone's at the funeral, and he went up there and he just goes and like without my brother on the front lines, I don't know what we would have done. Like, you know what I mean? So I got to give him a shout out though for saying that though, because I didn't look at it. Kevin Donaldson said it best. I didn't look at it as like, yeah, maybe I sacrificed like, going to like, you know, work and making money and doing this. But my point though being is you only get one father. And I said, Kevin, my life's on hold right now. And he goes, your life is not on hold. Think of your past, think of whatever. He goes, and you want to know something? It made me a better person. I could just already tell it made me a better person. It made me more humble. And, you know, and it just makes me want to do, and I don't care about succeeding like superstar. Succeed as be able to take care of yourself. Treat everyone with dignity and respect and honor, like he did. Like he was so.
Success is
people.
Mind. Having balance.
People could love or hate me. He was the type of guy that you couldn't hate because he never said a bad word about anyone. Like he just like, you know, he never did. He never said a bad word about anyone. And you know, and he also took people in like this. Like he was, like I said, he was a father to many, but he was just a great guy, man. Even like the Outlaws, before they got busted, the bikers, Fish and Digger, and then they'd pull up in the back, they'd come up and pay their respects and sit on the deck with them, drink with them. We live in a town called East End, if you were from where I'm from. And then there's like Pittston. I'm sure you heard of Pittston. Pittston, though, is like, that's like, you know, more like the big time newsworthy, obviously stuff that goes down. But well, the riot at East End was that. But East End's a small little town. It's actually like the same size of like as South Boston, square footage, like a square mileage. And it used to just be like all Irish. And growing up in East End, if there's any outsiders, and it happened, there was 4 outsiders that came in like from New York, and a riot happened, and it was just, you know, it was just crazier like in those days. But you know, that's how like we grew up. But like my house was like the nucleus. It was the center base for every child in East End, that they could just walk right through, grab something out of the fridge, go in the pool, play basketball, talk to my dad. Probably 375 fights, if not more, easily. You know, just that was everything. The Keenies doing just insanity. And I'll tell you one story. Steve Flannery, here he is right here. Steve got a little bit bigger, but that's him to my left. That's Steve Flannery. Fucking his family is the Flannery family, and they're fucking, I love his brother Dave Flannery on my back. And Steve, Marty Conahan fucking comes out. Everyone thought Marty Conahan was all tough and scary. And RIP to Marty Conahan. I'm not talking trash on anyone that's dead, but he came down and with all a crew of people, and like he was banging something, and he came to my basketball court and to fight Steve. And fucking Steve fucking put his fucking head underneath the chain link fence and just started fucking like pounding his fucking face. And he had this guy screaming, "Mommy." Like it was like fucking, and like, rightfully so too. And, yeah, I just remember that fight vividly because I was young and I was on the other side of the fence where the guy's head was. And, and so, because they're on the driveway. So anyone who's watching knows exactly what I'm talking about if they're from around here. But that's how it was growing up, man. And, my dad was just, he was just that guy, he was with like this house is like the dead center in the East End too, which is just so. And you know what else is hard, Bobby and Keith? Not only that, but even while I was caretaking and all that and coming back here, the ghost of like the alleyway of like the Flanderys aren't there anymore. Everyone's gone. There's nobody like who I grew up with anymore, so the ghost, and sometimes I'll have flashes like in a movie of like flashbacks of seeing them and all this, and they're not there anymore. And it's like, fuck. And now it's happening inside this house. You know what I mean?
It's weird, man. My grandfather.
Now I know why kids sell their parents' house. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm sorry. But now I get it. I don't care where you live, but I could like they're like, oh, the house is yours. I can't live here. No way.
Yeah. My grandfather I saw pass away when I was 12, and we used to go back to my grandmother's house and spend the night and stuff. And I couldn't do it, man. I was freaked out. I always was either thought I saw him or was scared that I would see him or something.
It
was hard to go back to that house. Yeah.
I went to my mom's bedroom yesterday because my psychiatrist, he's like, make sure you do what I tell you. He's like, go to your mother, make sure you say, Mom, if you need to confide in someone to talk to, you could talk to me too. And I'm like, you're nuts. She ain't gonna talk to me for counseling. But he told me to do that, and I did that, and it actually, she was like, but she's like sleeping in like the bed where she slept next to him all the time, and I just told her, I said, like, you got to fucking like talk to me and fucking, and just, we have to have it like while I'm here, because I was going to leave right after the holidays, but then Flannery set me straight, and he goes, dude, no, he goes, nobody moves anyway until fucking spring. He goes, stay there till the springtime. Your mother
your mom probably needs you there right now, man.
I know, but at the same time, no.
Even if she don't
at
say
the same time, no. I do though have to live my life as well.
No, 100%.
I do have to, and but I am very loyal and family oriented. And I was talking to my friend Olin today and stuff, and they just said that just hang there and bang out, stack up all your fucking cash until fucking April or May, and then fucking go head out. If it's killing you too much and stuff. And it's not like I'm moving out of state. I mean, I'll be able to stop by and check in and say, hey, what's up? Just like my brother does every day at lunch and stuff. And he comes in and on the weekend and stuff like that. And he was unbelievable during the whole hospice thing too. Thank God for him and stuff. And so he has 200 employees on like that he directs. So man, it was quite an adventure, man. It just feels like I don't remember before. I mean, I remember him before he got sick, but it just feels like it was. Think about it, Bobby. It was they gave him 6 months and he lived 2 years.
Yeah, it's like my wife. Like when she died, I kept smelling her perfume, drove me nuts. I took off. I couldn't handle it. Right? That's everywhere I went in that house, I could smell her perfume. Like wouldn't sleep in the bed.
Don't think I'm weird. That means though, when they say you could smell something or whatever, though, that means though that they could be there. That could have been them. Could have been them.
Yeah, it was just you lose your partner, like
all right.
Father, your mother, your it's hard, man. Like you're so used to them being there all the time, and especially the life I used to live, she was solid as they came. You know what I mean, right?
You know what? I wouldn't think I would lose my mind over, like. So yeah, you lose your superhero, the man in the middle, but like even like with Ozzy, like so used to having her running around the house and stuff, and him too, like the emptiness of it. You know what I mean? Like a dog man will add so much to a fucking household. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Sometimes when you have 3 of them, it adds a little too much, right, buddy?
Yeah. Dude, God bless you, Keith, and fucking hug and kiss him every day because
man.
I got mine right here.
I think I need a pet. You know what I mean? I'm not kidding you, man. It's like
got Ozzy's right here.
Dogs are the most loyal animals you ever have that were ever.
Well, I'll definitely get a dog. Yeah, right?
Right, Max?
Let's go to some comments real quick. And I know, and then we'll get into what time is it? How long are we talking? Oh, it's so good. Then we're gonna get into Keith's interview with Ian Bick. But obviously we've been talking about this for 2 years. I had to just obviously bring it up. R.I.P. Dad. This one's for you. I love you, and what you told me to do in life, I'm absolutely gonna do that, and that's my duty. And I'll never let you fucking down. And I'm gonna do everything and live the way with integrity, honor, and dignity that you want me to. And like you said, no shortcuts you go through. So, meaning don't step over others. Fucking, he taught me a lot. And I feel like he's watching me too. And I'm going to abide by what he wants me to do. See, it wasn't just the guy that had me and like, hey, that guy's my dad. He was my everything. He wasn't just my father or my dad. He was my dad. Like he was just my everything. I don't know, my everything. He was everything. So it's just weird, I know some people maybe don't have good relationships. I'm not gonna lie to you. Me and my mother are like are rocky because of my addiction and stuff. We are always like rocky, but I'm not gonna lie about that at all. But my father was my fucking everything. So now I just have to, I got to man up and just learn how to, of course I lived life before, as a man living on my own, doing all that stuff. But now you really like without them, it's just you want to make them proud. Even though he's not here, there's something that happens inside you that just a spark lights where you're just and thank God though, that at 40, I stopped doing Keith what I was doing, because then I had the opportunity to help. But, I'm grateful though that I was one of his sons. So that's how I look at it too. You know what I mean?
You're a good son, man. You're always with him, taking care of him, bro.
And if you think about it, Loomis, we're in the depths of our addiction. We don't give two fucks about anybody but ourselves. You know what I mean? So, yeah, dude, just going through that whole process, you went from that to being his complete caretaker. And then just what you said at the beginning of this stuff, man, that process taught you how to treat yourself and other people. So, that.
No, yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I appreciate that. And just one more for him. R.I.P. Pop. I fucking love you. The whole you saw how many people are at your wake. We love you. And you always be here in spirit. And, you fought like a son of a bitch, toughest never would take. Dude, he didn't take a pain pill until his fucking last week at hospice when they squirted something in his mouth. He was in agony. Toughest guy in the world. R.I.P. Pop, I love you. And if you type in Clem Perluke obituary, David, there's a nice, beautiful tribute video up on there too as well. So thanks, guys. Page, bro. I appreciate you guys and the support. Bobby was all the time on the phone. Keith, even though you were sick, you were dude, I'm here. Just fucking call me. I just want to know I appreciate you. Yeah. So thank you.
A lot of people treat stuff like that different. That's why I
sometimes people don't want to talk.
Well, I didn't really ring your phone. I was texting you because I know the way I am when something like that happens. I don't necessarily want. I need to process it myself. So I don't need my phone ringing every 5 fucking minutes. So
I'm going to tell you something that happens.
Answering the same question when my wife went, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" It was just,
Here's what happens when I just get done crying for fucking an hour and a half, right? And then something's distracted me. I get a phone call from someone talking about him again, and I start bawling again.
Yeah.
And I know that's healing and great and everything, but I hear you with the texto type thing. Sometimes, if I'm in a distraction or whatever, it's good, in a way. I'm not talking isolation, thinking drugs. I'm just saying, whether it's a book, whether it's watching something, whether it's me playing something piano, it's just, yeah. And then
once you got people coming in and out, you know what I mean? I'm saying?
Yeah, well, no, not as many. Like it wasn't. I mean, the beginning it was insane, but once that lightened up is when it really hit me. That's like when because then I mean, once I collapsed the second I walked into the when there's no one there, they just have you go in first. But like right when me and my brother saw him, my legs just went right down. But they did a beautiful job on him, Joe. But what I'm saying though is that it's just I lost my train of thought, but what I'm saying though is that it's been a long road, and I'm still gonna just make him proud and be a set. I'm not gonna be. The old me would go and get drunk and fucking wake up in a psych ward, and then what? They got to worry about me after my family, my brother, and everyone who loved him. Like they're already upset about him. Now they got to fucking worry about. I'm gonna make it about me. No, I'm done doing that shit. He'd be fucking so disgusted in me, it wouldn't even be funny. So, I'm a God guy. I believe in God, but they say they or whatever higher power. Well, mine's my pop. He's fucking watching me. Yeah. So, and he wants me to kick ass, and I'm gonna. And that's fucking that. Yeah. So, but that's it. And that's not arrogance. That's duty. Thanks, guys. Quick comments, real quick. Say hello, and then we'll talk about a little bit of Keith's awesome interview with Ian Bick. If you haven't seen it, it's in the description. It says Ian Bick. Brother. Yep. Click on the link. It says you'll see it in there. Ian Bick. It says Ian Bick. It's the link under it. Click it. That's the full episode. Great job, Keith. I got to sit down on the couch. They had so much fucking chocolate there. Dude, Keith, I almost died. I died to go to the hospital the next day. I don't know if I told you. I tell you, I thought I was going to die. Like, my heart, first off, when I eat sugar is terrible, but I'm like, all this stuff is free? He's like, yeah, hospitality. I'm like, buddy, I don't know if you know who you're talking to. Just like when Aerolata took me to the social club, and they're like, everything's on us. I fucking drank 20 fucking espressos.
Yeah. They have a great setup, man.
Oh my God. But then I had the headphones on and then to watch you. And then all the places though that we went through though, Keith, beforehand. Remember?
Yeah, man. We could start there, dude, because the road, that's the first time I met you in person, dude. The road trip up there was fucking fun, man. That was a good
dude, it was fucking dude, it was fucking awesome. And you
were in the back. Balls, like we've known each other for 20 years. It was a good time.
And you know what though? I thought those pictures that fucking came up though. The one with in the car. Well, you could see us there in the car in the road trip. But Chris, roll the bones. Love you, brother. Hope all is well. But it was fucking great. And thank you, Keith, too, because as you know, something happened to my pop, and you were totally cool with your patience and waiting. Like you almost had to wait an extra hour, and I'm sorry, but I appreciate it.
No, it's cool, man.
And dude, we had a blast, though, man. And then we were in the hotel room. I'm happy though that you got to get a Buffalino shirt.
Oh hell yeah!
And a pin.
I've had several people ask me about this shirt in the comments of the show. I don't know if you've seen them or not, but
Joe told me though to give you a pin. So
oh yeah, no, it's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Does anybody at work say anything to you, Keith?
Yeah. What's that?
Does anybody at work say anything to you?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, there's a bunch of haters, bro. I mean, I don't care. Really? I actually
no, Dave. What about though, like the Buffalino stuff? Do you get anything from that?
Nah, because if they said shit, I would just call you and call Joe, and we'd take care of it.
No, but listen, Joe.
Now that I know I can get over there pretty simple, but
I gotta tell Joe something though. Only because I gotta report to Joe with this project and everything, but he's the only one. But he was telling me beforehand, someone was fucking telling him that they were trying to sell it. So Keith's gonna sell your gift on you, just so you know.
I would never do that. Someone did. They saw the pin on. I've got a couple offers for that pin online or whatever already. I was like,
you know why you did? Because I get them all the time, and they know. Nope.
That's history, man. There's no way I'm selling that thing.
And what was I going to say? I mean, a few people got them that Joe wanted me to give them to, and they're the captain ones too.
I know it's awesome. I really appreciate the gift, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, not a. I mean, dude, not a problem, no whatsoever, though. But I don't know why this always happens. I always put. Hold on. Oh no, that's not it.
You know what's funny, man? I love talking about people talking shit. Some of those comments are awesome. Like people think they hurt my feelings when they write like fucked up stuff on there.
No, you want that.
I enjoy those more than the good comments, man.
No, yeah, dude. Listen. What did my dad say? What did my dad say?
Yeah.
If you're making noise, then you know what I mean. If there's
some
noise,
guy right
you're
on that,
making
because
sound.
It's a bunch of cop haters too. So some guy goes, "Yeah, I knew it. Once you give that little Napoleon cop a pocket full of pills, a bottle of Jack, and a gun," and I'm like, "Hell yeah, dude! That sounds like a great afternoon, man." Like, it's funny, but there are also some really flattering, amazing comments on there, man. Some people that like, I hate cops, but this dude told it like it was, and it was but it was meant to be a comment that because most people in this profession don't come out and talk about this kind of stuff, and it happens a lot. So there's a lot of good stuff on there too, but I can't say enough about Ian and his guy Matt.
Who cares about the fucking comments? If you're getting all good, you're doing something wrong, though. But Keith, I just wanted to show you real quick, and we'll get right back to it. So if you walked into the Civil Rights League building, that's up the road in Pittston, and they'd give you the piece of paper that I have, that's over there, and then they would give you one of these, and this is the round normal pin.
Yeah.
So that's just like, if you walked in. But if you were like, Joe's father, if you were in the chapter, that's what you got, and that's the captain pin. And then Joe has the one with the diamond, ruby, and emerald that Russell though had made.
That's awesome, dude.
Because he loved jewelry. So just so you know, like this one here, yeah, you might see these on eBay, but these are straight out of Russ's this is out of Russ's suitcase.
That's awesome, man. That's gonna be in the family forever, dude. That thing's awesome.
Yeah. You got one. Kevin got one. Bobby, Joe, you'll get one. And some people who won the giveaway, the contest that we were doing though. But I just wanted, because it's crazy. Chris was even like Columbo, and he called yesterday when I was live on the show with Gina. But thank you, Chris. I'll get back in touch with you. But he didn't even have no captain. What he has one on his house, just sticking right in the front freaking door. But like meaning like a huge plaque. But he had this, and his father's no dime, but he didn't have one of this. So he was like, nice. These are like the captains are rare. Even like the movie The Irishman, all that, or like the Offer, they had to all that. That's all remakes. These are the real classy from 1971.
That's awesome.
And it's from Italian American.
I had to take. I mean, mine was on my hat. I had to take it off, dude. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it, so I had to take it off and put it in the.
Yeah, this hat though, I know I'm safe because of the way this hat though is, and the way how I just have it turned in. I know I'm safe, but I hear you there. But I like wearing like on my you can't see, but I have the Irish and I have that on my suit,
It was cool, man. Going on there, supporting my boys.
On the lapel.
Is coming out the shirt and everything. It was
Dude, we appreciate it though. Like Joe, guess what? I swear, Keith, I had no idea. I did not say wear this shirt, this or that. He saw that I had a Buffalino shirt in my suitcase, and he said, "What size is that?" I said, "Large." He goes, "Do you have any more at home?" I said, "Yes," and he goes, "Give it to me." And I gave it to him, and then I don't know if his midget asked if it was gonna fit him, so I'm only kidding, but he tried it on, and as you can see here, it was a great fit. And you asked to wear that.
Yeah,
you had that shirt on, but you asked to wear that on the show, which let's be honest, like as a cop, like you wouldn't really like, but I didn't tell you to wear that.
No. I'm a cop doing the show talking about my addiction wearing a mafia shirt.
Yeah, the funny thing is the people that are calling you a cop hater, though, the real deal motherfuckers, there's a respect there. Like they're the little fanboy, whatever fuck. Yeah. Bobby was a former gangster. He knows there's he wouldn't be on here right now talking to you. They're the ones that aren't real.
Yeah. Oh, they're
lookers to the right.
They're Hollywood. They think everything's like Hollywood, and they got all the answers, and you know what I mean?
No, I look at their pictures, and they're probably. I mean, they're 45-year-old people living with 2 cats in their mom's basement, eating Hot Pockets and playing on the computer. Man, I just think it's funny. I actually,
you know what, too, and I can't understand it though, because when I was in my worst situation ever, heroined out, hating life, I would see a post, let's say Bobby bought a new home or is having a kid, I'd still love it and be like, congratulations. Like, I just don't know where that shit comes from. Yeah. It's because maybe they don't do it. They won't get in front of the camera, so they want to just get a reaction. So don't give it. For
sure, you either want their name said or act like they are some kind of authority. Meanwhile, they never lived a life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I tell you what, man, that one homicide I talked about in Richmond, where the 4 got killed and then the 3. I haven't thought about that in a long time, man. That brought up a bunch of stuff, man. Because then, like in the comments, people are putting pictures of them up and shit, and I'm like, oh, it was that was a really nasty one, man. That was bad.
Dude, you could tell when you were talking about that too that it wasn't like it was like a first timer, like you were like reliving that shit. Like,
yeah, I've never talked about that one. I've never talked about that one on any show or anything. So.
Yeah, and all the people though that want to fucking say this and that to you, let me see who has the fucking balls when a fucking lunatic with a shotgun's fucking murdering 12 people in a fucking cubicle building.
There you go.
And while people are running for their
good
lives.
And bad in every institution.
But Keith is fucking running in while they're running out, and he doesn't even know the people that he's trying to save.
Hey, I know. These people are ignorant. You know what I mean? Just.
Dude, even
like
Linda told me. Dude,
you gotta laugh, man, because they are funny because they're so.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I actually think it's hilarious.
Listen, like they said, and even like Joe told me, the old timers, the mobsters, they knew that the cops and the law had a job to do, they had a job to do.
Yeah.
And that was that. It wasn't just don't kill cops because of the heat. It really was. There was also a fine line between someone would get arrested and you'd see some of them, and even Rizzuto even told the one, he got me. What are you going to do? You know,
I remember guys like them, we're going up, we're in the paddy wagon or something. They're my best friend. Then when they get around their friends, all of a sudden I'm a nigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate
they
people
follow
like that.
They, you know what I mean? They got weak minds and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. You know what I mean?
Say hi to Gina.
That stuff's crazy, Bobby. It's
witchy woman.
But then you just look at them and say, "Well, I'll see you when we get out. We'll see who's what."
Yeah. Well, you know me.
No, but listen, I'm the type of guy, though.
I always see that's the kind of guys, eh? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm the type of friend, though, man, Bobby, and this happened too to someone that didn't deserve it, but it happened. I walked into like a bar, and it was happened more than once, and someone was talking shit on like a friend of mine, like in a way of like he was friends with him, but someone said talk shit on him and his family, and he agreed with that guy a little bit, like, yeah, you could be that way. I go, whoa. And then when he saw me, he turned pale because he knew. I go, I thought you two were like, what, here, hold on. So I called him on speaker and I said, here. And he's like, no, I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Like a little, if someone's talking shit on Keith Chibley, when Keith Chibley's not next to me, even if it's my best friend, I'm going to tell him, go fuck yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I defend my friends away. I don't call up people on YouTube and gasp and go, guess what this person said about this person? And, I got forced into doing that from like crybaby bullshit, but I'm way ahead of that shit. Like, good,
because they're not even worth the oxygen. They're not even worth the fucking oxygen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but my point being, though, is that tonight I get to go to a recording studio to put the score together, professional one for the doc. Like, this is like, and the people that are, it's unbelievable. And that's why I'm going to keep going forward, and we're going to dedicate it to Joe's son and my pop, and just keep going forward. So they can all talk all their little minion shit all they want, Keith. Let them be talking their little comments.
Like I said, it doesn't bother me.
I find it hysterical when I find out, though, that someone is like where two people are on the phone. God, I'm like, wait a minute. So for 2 hours out of their day, they took, and these are like 55-year-old, 52-year-old men. They took the time to like talk about me, like, oh, that's funny. It's just, it's fucking, it's ridiculous, stupid. Yeah, I learned a lot from Larry Rolla, Keith Shibley, Bobby Bright, Kevin Donaldson, Joe Buffalino, and my father. And the old timers will tell you straight up about all that type of shit, and they can see right through it. And the people I talk to who are in my circle now are as real as you can get, like, you know what I'm saying? And you two are two of them. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know what? I don't. We call up each other to make sure that we're. Bobby will call up Keith to be like, "Hey, did you talk to Loomis? Is he doing all right?"
Yeah.
You know, that's different. He's not calling him up to be like, "Oh, guess what?" and gossiping and fuck. You know what I mean? Like, ignore that nonsense. Keith, you just got into this realm, so just right out of the gate, laugh
don't
at
bother
it.
Me, man.
I tell Chris to roll the bones because he's going to be very successful. I tell him all the time, I go, buddy, when you see that, don't, because I did it before in the beginning.
Yeah.
He's
got a good show on Roll the Bones. I
he's great.
Yeah. What's his name, Chris? Yeah,
Chris.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like his.
Chris is a solid dude, man. I can tell.
If if you weren't an hour away, we would have definitely got to you for dinner that night, buddy.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie. How could I have gone to dinner after Keith? You saw how I ate in Ian Bick's.
Yeah, you were out by like 8:30.
I must have eaten literally like 375 Swedish fish. No lie.
When did you do the 11 interview?
Was that, buddy?
Sorry. When did you do the Ian Bick? He's got a good channel too.
It was
October 14th,
23rd or something like that.
Wow. Oh yeah, wait, because about a week before my pop. So yeah, he was November 3rd. I'll tell you right now. We went, Keith. Was it a Thursday?
We went up a Friday morning. I picked you up.
It was October 24th.
4th, yeah.
And then we got back to 25th. Okay. So October 24th is I was shocked how quick it came out.
Yeah. Well, so I thought, and
that editing is a little easier though. Like, you know, like how like when I stop stuff and like I'll put horses coming through and music, like that shit takes a lot of time. Where he has the producers that could just bang out different cameras.
Well, it wasn't edited at all, man. That was straight.
No. I know that's what I'm saying though. Yeah. But it was still fantastic though. Yeah. Just there's certain tricks with the mind, with movement. If that's why, like with our documentary, we have like 5 different. We have actually 6 different on different people because they could say the same story. If they're saying it like this constantly in the same frame, yeah, it could be interesting. But just by flicking it to move them to the side, that does something to the brain. That's why people put stuff up like that, like when they're doing videos.
Well, I think I wore my hat was way too low, so it looked like I was hiding. I didn't like that part. And then I kind of just sat there like
a fucking, like as Ozzy said, you're being a cunt.
Hey, don't call him something useful.
No, listen. I don't know if I told you guys though, but I just got done interviewing fucking Mr. Bob Daisley, the bass player and songwriter he played with Richie Blackmore, Rainbow. He was in Rainbow. He was with Ozzy all the way up to No More Tears, and interviewed him. The reason why I just yelled that was he has a tape at his house where in the beginning, well, you know, Ozzy goes, all aboard. He goes, all aboard, you fucking cunts.
Well, in the UK, they call each other that. Over here, it's fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Over here, now to watch a bunch of people be like, Loomis said, "Cut, blah, blah, blah. He's not a good guy."
Well, I remember when I was in the UK, right? That's all. This is a fucking cut, mate. I'm like, what? Right? Oh. Nobody. I thought something was going to happen, but you know. Anyway.
I do have to say this though, Matt. Thank you so much for taking the trip, brother. I love it. Fuck, entertainers. Yeah, I don't even look at it. I don't even do YouTube. Like I'm making a fucking project and I do YouTube. But Keith, we're doing. I don't know if you know. Like we're not just doing YouTube, and no, we're going into like the podcast where people can just also listen to us as well.
Yeah.
On streaming guards, and I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you about that. With this channel, I want everyone to know it is it's a valid excuse with what's been going on. When we started this channel, I knew it was coming to the end with my pops. So now what happened. Of course, grieving takes a little bit of time, this or that. But my point being is like now we build and we do. If you saw my post today, we do what he would want us to do. And that's what now, just let you know, brother, I love you. And the only reason if I ever seem distant is because I was just trying to help him out and take care of him. I was always about this show, man. So don't ever think that I'm not. Like, this is my bread and butter with you, man. So I'm with you all the way to the end, Keith.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm down. We're going to have Bobby on.
You too, Gina.
We're going to get his whole story back on there. And then, we've got a pretty...
Oh, Bobby, same goal. I just meant for Keith as like teaming up with them like on a show, but the same absolutely goes for you.
Yep.
I mean, Bobby almost lost his. I didn't answer the phone, folks, for 2 days, and Bobby like fucking went on this rampage. But that's a real friend. It is though, and you know what? He was concerned if I was using it or not. And here's how I know it's better. My buddy Olin said it best. You can't blame anyone for being concerned about that. Look at all of our past. Yeah. That's all what we all. So don't get if someone gets very defensive about that, like if Keith is like, are you using Loomis? And I'm like, no, I'm using.
Well, for me, I'm just still getting over the guy that died in my apartment.
Yeah, no, I know. But my point being is that I'm at the point though. I was just hoping you would understand. I would have dishonored him like that. And like Keith said, sometimes you just don't want to know. I knew I would be more talkative after he went. It was just hard during it, and I didn't want him hearing me saying stuff because I had to be by him all the time too. And some days I'm not gonna lie, I wanted time with him, and no disrespect to you guys, I just wanted my time with him. It was the end. So, but Bobby, I wasn't mad at you or anything like that, but I just was like, you're not allowed out of Canada. Relax.
He was about to come, though. Bobby's about to get a raft, fucking float across Great Lakes.
Yeah.
No, and I love you for it. I mean, I love that I have friends like that. I'm blessed that I have people like that. And I just, like me and Bobby, solid like 3 years though now. Friendship isn't about how long you know each other. It's about the connection and like how like me and Keith, we did our interview, boom, immediately I'm like, I'm teaming up with this fucking guy. You know what I mean? Like me and Bobby did our interview, first one, because Bobby used to watch way back, but then boom, immediately fucking clicked. And then we were supposed to do our segments, but then with your work, Bob, and all that, I tried teaming up with you. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I get busy at work, and like I said,
there's no hard foul, no hard. Listen,
12-hour shifts. I'm up at 4 a.m.
Listen, there's no exact, but you're straight up about it. Like the door is always open for you. That's why you're on here now with us.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I love
those. You guys too, eh? I thought, I missed you guys, man.
Yeah.
Right?
No, dude, Bobby, you're whenever you want to come on here.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you too and everything. When the behind the scenes stuff went down, all great behind it. It all was coming from love. It was all coming from love. But Kevin Donaldson too stepped in and was just it's fantastic. I got to give Kevin his dues. Kevin has a good way of making things make sense, And
it's perfect.
Yeah, he does. And I'll give him that, without a doubt. And he knows how to put my when I said my life is he changed me in a way when I break balls with Kevin, whatever. But when he said your life isn't on hold, he was so right. That it just changed the trajectory of everything. It's just weird that during the whole process, I met the greatest people There's that Kevin's friend, that Carolyn or whatever.
And Kevin's all logic and common sense. You
You know,
don't hear the common sense and logic too much these days.
You know that Carolyn?
Yeah, Carolyn's awesome, bro.
Yeah, like she writes the nice, but she's genuine though. Like she's not like I'm doing this because like you know, and like she's she's such a sweetheart and writes nice stuff and stuff. And I don't always check my DMs, but a lot of people who wrote in the DMs just know it's no disrespect. I just don't always check them. But I got to some of them, so
she's got her own little good show, man.
Yeah, but let me ask you something. I'm not going to bring up any names though. I just thought it was weird. Remember that I sent something to you and I don't bring up the name. Remember I said, "Do you know this girl?"
I think so.
Okay, well, yeah, you're friends with her on the. Well, anyway, she reached out yesterday and told me how she's a psychiatrist and this and that. And then I said how I have one, and I said money's tight after the funeral, blah blah blah, this or that.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Well, where do you live? We could figure something out." Like coming at me like right after my dad died, trying to get money from me, like to meet my patient. Like, I just think that that's a little weird, like that soon.
Yeah.
If it's like that's, and then like.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you're talking about, but we'll talk about that after this.
Yeah. No, I wasn't bringing up the name. I was just saying though that like I don't care. I didn't say the name. I'm letting everyone know that like if you want to talk to me as my friend and my real person or whatever, I'm here and I'll talk to you as well. And but I appreciate that. But my point being is like just like the timing of it and like when the friend, it was like you were like it was like it almost looked like, oh, this guy's dad's about to die and I could tell he's going to be real upset. So there might be what do you call them in sales? There might be not a lead. When you give someone something.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Like the word.
It's like self-promotion type shit.
No, yeah, but no, it's a common word in sales. When you give them fuck. It's like giving them a layup, but you're it starts with an R. You're giving them someone help me.
Referral?
Yes, thank you. Referral. So like in a way, Facebook in a way was like the referral in my mind. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm just saying though that because remember when I got that request, I was like, and I asked you, and then I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I get asked, and then like the business aspect of it, I was just thought that it was just fucking, I don't know, the timing. Like it's just like waiting, like that's someone I might be upset that I get another client for. I could be completely wrong. I didn't say anyone's name. It's a guy, by the way, and I just thought that was weird. That's all. If it wasn't for money or transfer, it's not. I just whatever. All I'm saying to everyone is I got a great support system, and I'm very wary of who I let in my circle and stuff. But like, if I do let you in, then that means that I trust the hell out of you and this and that. And I might be jumping to conclusions, Keith. I don't know. And my mind isn't the best right now, obviously.
Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, bro, for all of us, I guess, But the fact is, you can't look behind you anymore. We're going to look forward. And this show's going to fucking blow up.
Well, I want people that understand what you're about to see on this show is that me and Keith decided we're going to start doing some reaction videos. We're going to do some arrest police reaction videos. We're going to do some that are just quick little clips that are shorts. But then we're also going to have an episode where you'll see me and Keith, and we'll just be watching stuff back and forth in real time for the first time. That and then if you guys if you want us to react to like it doesn't just have to be cop, but we want to I want to cop will be good, a good starting point. But whatever you want to see a reaction to at all, just email us at don't I have it in here, Keith? Keith, it's been a long year.
Yeah, bud.
mindovermadnessmom@gmail.com. Here. Mind over Madness. MOM. Remember, everyone, like mom at G. That's
Bobby, I've been you know how I love me some Texas Hold'em, man. I've been looking at a bunch of nice places in Canada that has like little card playing. I guess they have like just basically poker lounges.
Oh. Yeah, well, we'll talk. You can come visit me.
This is just funny, man. Like, because I go on Friday mornings and usually play, and I bought in, and I went up real quick. But you know how stupid we are. Instead of just picking up and leaving, I sat there and played for a couple more hours, and it just kept going down. So anyway, right before I left, I had just a little bit left, and all I had was 7-8 clubs, man. And so I bet this guy raced me huge. That guy raced me huge. I got pissed off that I had to leave. I shoved it all in. He had aces. He had kings. And I flushed him out with my 7-8 clubs. It was great.
Nice.
What happens?
I love how you do it every week. You know, man, me and the boys were just talking. You saw a picture of me and them. I was like,
I got beat. We both of us had 4 of a
report.
kind. You believe that in the hand? And I lost on a 4 of a kind. I'm thinking I'm reeling them in, you know.
Yeah, but you know, we used to play games. Like we used to play, there would be like we did one game that was high where my one buddy lived in an apartment across the hall and the other one lived on the other. Two of my friends lived in one and the 2 of my other friends lived across the hall. So they had it set up where the losers lounge, they had the TV set up where you could go and watch with the cameras. And that was a big fucking tournament down there. But I just remember now, like we used to do small games.
Like in my city is that you got, when it's in some town, like say Niagara Falls, they're all rounders and ringers, man. You can't sit at any table and get a fair shot.
Really?
Oh, yeah, the rounders.
I know all of them. I used to play professional. I know.
Yeah. I'm not. Listen, if I'm in Canada,
taken away from me for, you know, I threatened the guy at the table. I went like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you something. If I'm in, well, Vegas is corporate now.
Guards got, you know.
But
so
if
I
I'm
lost
in
my player's card, I never renewed it. So.
Yeah, if I'm in these small joints like Canada,
but I know where you can, you know.
Yeah, but that sucks though that they are because the house always wins anyway. But fuck that.
Yeah, man.
Are you talking about the house is doing it or the
Well, it's the guys in the town. They're all dope dealers and hustlers and money launderers. You know, and they're all at the same table, man. They see somebody.
You know, I mean,
they're signaling, right, Bobby? They're signaling, right?
Yeah. I switched tables a couple weeks ago because there's 3 guys that came together and they were, you know, you just watch them, you know. And if you're going like this, that guy always had an ace in it. It was
Well, what they do, they re-raise you. Like you might have a good hand, and all of a sudden, like you know, they keep investing you into your pot, and then. Yeah. Once in a while, you might get them, but most of the time, you'll fold or, you know what I mean? Like, right? Because once they show you that they beat you that one time, then it's always in your head. So, yeah, trust me, man, when I tell you, it's not, you don't get a fair shake. You know what I mean?
No. There's certain ones, though. And
like
just
with
like
the big tables, right? Well, if you're playing small, like 5-10 or something, if you play 5-10, you know, right? But when you're going, you know,
well, how about this story? I got one for you. That's what Angelo Buffalino had to go to trial for with Shula, with Larry Rowland, them fucking fair shake. You bet on a horse. Your horse clearly wins, but they say no, the crippled horse wins. People were ripping benches out, going fucking nuts because the fix was in, but it did. I guess there was too much fucking doped up, and but they had the cripple horse win the fucking race. Wow. People were ripping out fucking the way Joe tells the story.
Well, if a jockey knows the fixes and he knows what hole to stay in, right? You know, he can just.
Yeah, but this story was different though. This one was the horse was crippled. Yeah. The horse was crippled, and Tony Shula came down and tried taking over down here, and he didn't realize it was Buffalino's area, and Angelo. Whatever. I'm not going to say anything. Angelo beat the case, not guilty. He's the only one out of Shula. He had good Shout out to Larry Rolla, great guy. He's going to be a guest on here as well soon. Larry's great. You know Larry, Bobby?
I like his story. He's got a great story, Larry
Oh,
Rolla.
man, he's got many. Yeah. Bobby, you should be, Keith, don't you agree Bobby should be on a book?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should, like, Bobby, your fucking story, though, could be
You
like.
should write a book, bro.
Like redemption, like
Well,
fucking, like.
Well,
like,
I wrote a book, but it's different.
No excuses.
But I'm telling you, I got invited to go on Sean Atwood, right? I sent him, somebody juiced me in there, and I've been talking to him on the phone and stuff like that.
That'd be awesome.
Good. Bro. Well, that's someone good, though, to be. That's
when
someone,
I do
though.
that, then I'm going to go ahead because I want Dean's kids to have a nice nest egg for that.
Listen,
for
if you listen, if anyone though tries to say that Atwood's a piece of shit, but don't listen to that noise. That's he's. That's
I don't. I know. I let somebody that knows, and they said this is a blockbuster. That's what he said. I haven't told you.
Well, no, my point is though, is that Atwood guy that you're talking about. That Atwood guy you're talking about. That's a solid, good source though to have though to talk it to. You know what I mean? So, but usually though, when things start though going good, that's when people still try. It's happening with our project. You know what I mean? Oh, we're gonna get Loomis to get the Buffalinos to fucking hate him. They're fucking family. Good luck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's just the weirdos come in when you get closer to things. But what I'm saying is, if you're talking to him, your story, dude, from start to finish, it's I didn't say no excuses. There's no excuse on not doing it. I meant that's like a cliche title, but like nobody could have any excuses if they hear Bobby's story.
Nope.
Out in the
Yeah,
fucking
so like we say, my mission, the reason why I did it
degree
was
weather.
kids that know about their father. You know what I mean? Because they were, you know, right? They don't know, and so they have a nest egg, like it's dedicated to his kids. So they always have, you know, as long as that book's, or they always have an income, right? You know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've met a lot of fucking like, you know, that you consider tough guys, and I'm not just saying with the gun. I'm saying with their hands and how they had to come up and blah blah blah. But I mean, out of all the gangsters, I mean, I talked to a lot of gangsters. Out of all the gangsters I ever talked to, or tough guys, or whatever, like just any human in general, the hardest come up is probably Bobby's.
Fuck yeah. I've never heard anything like that.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
I left a lot of stuff out too, eh? So.
Oh no, I know. Well, that's the stuff. That's just like when someone goes away for murder for 2 bodies, you know, there's 3 other ones somewhere. You know what I mean? They just got caught with the 2. But my point being is that, yeah, there's so much more that's in there. But that's what happens, though, is that if you get a deal, then they usually sign you on for 2 or, you know, you could fucking write a goddamn series, Bobby.
Yeah.
That's why Larry Rolla's book, it's fucking unbelievable. But.
Well, like you know, I wrote enough this so they would say you got to do another one, right? So
yeah,
but Larry though, Larry had a series from Fox. It was done deal. Then COVID happened because his story is like yours, Bob, because it's too many layers. Like, you know, you can't make it just a movie. You could if you take one of his stories, like how, you know, like how they sometimes will take one story, a notorious story from someone, but they won't tell the rest like of their life.
Well, his story, you can feel the anxiety that he must have had with all that money. You know, like
Cabert. Well,
with that psychopath in Jersey, you know.
Well, dude, there's one guy that Cabert was afraid of, and it was Juicy. And Larry was just with Juicy for his 95th birthday party. Happy birthday, Juicy. That's the only man Cabert ever feared. Cabert is the inspiration to Joe Pesci. You think I'm funny? I'm funny how? That was Cabert who did that. And that's who Larry owed money to, who Cabert had, though, on the fund, who he had to play the vig for. And he finally fucking paid the money. The guy was a fucking lunatic. He was down here a lot, Cabert. He would go over to Scaliette's house, who were friends with Russ and Angelo and them. He didn't act all crazy around Russ or anything like that. But you know what I mean? It just shows you like the respect. He ended up beating the shit out of fucking Frank Vincent, the actor.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because. Yeah. Like jealousy over a girl or whatever, like, and you know, just because.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, after a while, like, you know, a lot of those guys, you're gonna kill a guy over a broad, like, come on.
No, this guy, no, Bob.
Not his wife, his mistress.
Well, John Gotti, though, fell in love with them. Gotti had him come over from Jersey. He took him on a piece.
I never kill anybody over a broad.
No, he didn't, though. He didn't. But listen, he used to
I'm saying the mentality. Some of them do. That story.
Yeah. No, there's a billion of them.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the only way that you kill someone over a broad is if another man fucking harms your woman. That's the only way you do that. But
the only thing here is so fast, in somebody's life, for stupid. Like even here, I seen a lot of stupid shit. Somebody, getting mucked out for.
It's how he was out on the street for as long as Bobby, this guy. It's so surprising that there's not more written about him. If he was out, he had to have cops because this guy was like, because Larry met Bolger, he met all of them. He said Whitey Bulger and him were by far like the two scariest individuals that he ever came across. And so Cabert was a Gambino and the Jersey faction. John Gotti called him over to go on a piece of work with Sammy. Sammy went on a piece of work. Sammy's trying to plan it out. Cabert walked right up to the guy, boom, blew his head off. Like, I think it was in a diner or whatever. Sammy went back to John, said, this guy's, that's why everyone thinks when John's talking bad about Sammy, John was going to have Cabert fucking take out Sammy. That's why John wanted Cabert when John loved him, because Cabert, he'll kill you in the fucking blink of an eye. And that's who Larry owed the money to.
Yeah, I know.
All those years. For like
that's
6
what I mean
years.
In the story. I was like,
every week,
fuck.
He had to have, I think it was like 3,000 maybe, or it was at least 1,700 in those days every week, just the VIG. That's not the principal, just the VIG, and it doesn't get shaved off the principal. He had to have that every week.
That's crazy, man.
For the most scariest, in those days, the scariest fucking guys, like, him, Scarpa, fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was on that level, dude. Like, and Larry's a great guy, man. And he's helped me out. So he's been another great friend of mine. And he's like, come up anytime, come out to the house. He's actually driving in, though. We're going to show him some Pittston, and we're going to go out to dinner with Joe and, show him a little bit. Because so is Chris and stuff. The people who are in the film, we want to get them down here, too, and invested, like, get them all invested in some trailer, though. I'm going to the studio, the actual professional one. And then also radio interviews and stuff like that are like coming up, though. So stay tuned, though, for even though they're more local, though, and stuff. Though.
Don't you got to be there at like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah. I love you guys so much.
Is your interview with Ian Bick out now? I could watch it?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay, I'm going to check it out.
Wait. Just got out of work. Studios, just because you got to have everything. You can't just plug in and play. It's got to be warmed up, The engineer's already there. Gonna grab a burger. I'll be home in 10 minutes. That's 8:30. Watch. I'm leaving in 10. Beautiful. It worked out perfect because he messaged me saying that he had to get a burger, but the engineer's already there. We're good to go.
Yeah, it's on YouTube on Ian Bick. If you put in Ian Bick and then Keith.
It's in our description. Guys, to this episode, just hit the description. The only link that is in it is you'll see Ian Bick. Hit that, takes you right to it. And you'll definitely.
Well, I'm already on his channel, anyways. I watched a lot of his stuff. Him and that Julian Dore,
Yeah,
right. I think they're buddies or something, aren't they? Or
and
I think
they're all of them are. Ian's a good. Keith, I was wrong though. Remember that one text I sent you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it, but I was wrong. That was someone, though, a buddy of mine that it was. I don't know if he was trying to fucking start trouble, like, or something or whatever, but it was. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is, bud.
It was awesome.
But anyways, boys,
Ian was awesome. If Ian watches this ever, because you were on the show, Ian, thank you for the hospitality. And listen, motherfucker, next time, because I know you told me that you wanted me there one time, please don't have any of that fucking gummy and chocolate shit out, man. I mean, throw it in the jail cell. He has like a jail cell room. Keith, I couldn't stop on that. I'm like,
anyway,
we gotta go meet. I'm like, we gotta go meet Chris and roll the bones for dinner for steak. How am I gonna eat a steak when I got 337 Swedish fish that I gotta push out of my fucking colon? Oh, it was tough.
Well, we'll be back next week, man, and we'll do some of our shorts this weekend.
Oh, okay, guys. Hey, Eric, man, I love you, man. You know,
Bobby, I love you fucking more. And it's great that you came on. Keith, I just want to say, because I'm leaving in 10 minutes. All I got to do, all my stuff's up there. All I got to do is just go boom and play. But my point to you is that thank you so much over the past. Well, Bobby, you were around the whole time. Keith, I met you. It's been about how many months now? About 6? How many months? How many months have I met you ago? I said, Keith.
I think me.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 6.
Yeah. So like you met me like right in the thick of it and all that, and every single day though, not only did I didn't even have to reach out to you guys. You guys were reaching out to me. So that's rare when you have people like that in your circle. You got to hold them tight, people. And I just want you both to know. Don't think that I ever didn't want to talk to you or whatever. I just want to time with Pop. I want to time
out of
Pop.
concern, like you said, man. But
yeah,
you're going to come visit
Bobby,
me, right?
It wasn't that I didn't want to talk to you. I just wanted. I wanted my time with him. I know you know that. You were worried, and but
big time. Yep.
I love you for it.
Love you too, man.
I love you guys for just I'm blessed to know you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of my life. And Gina, I'm blessed to know you. Witchy Woman, I'm blessed to know you. Chris, Matt, blessed to know you.
Guys.
Keith Chimbley. Hold on. I got to give the shout out. Dave Lopez, blessed to know you. Why you guys in a hurry? I'm the one guy out of the studio. Bobby, what are you, you jonesing, Bobby? You're not using, are you? Bobby, you jonesing?
I got a pizza coming. I got to wash up, but I got to get some rest.
I think he's jonesing.
Yeah.
I think he's jonesing. I'm calling Kevin.
Tired. I worked all day.
Keith, I'm calling Kevin. Bobby, you're jonesing. I'm just breaking balls. I love you, you cocksucker.
I love you too, guys. All right, man.
Keith, you all right?
Yeah. Oh, there's your dog, eh? Nice.
Keith, you good?
Yeah, bud.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Again, thank you so much. And me and Keith again are gonna be doing those. Send in any type of clips that you want us to react to. We'll be doing that. And this one, I'm glad Bobby was on for this one because this one was for my pop. R.I.P. Dad. I love you to death. And guys, don't forget that the link for the description for Ian Bick with Keith is in our description here. So with that, love you, Pops. Good night, everyone. And we will see you next time on Mind Over Madness. Start telling your friends about us. Get them to subscribe. Get them over here already. What the fuck's the matter with this?
Yeah, the fuck.